Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. We have a very special video that I know a lot of you guys are going to be stoked for. We have a special guest today. I'm going to introduce you guys. This is Mr. Craig Lieberman, an absolute legend. Craig, I don't want to introduce you. Introduce yourself for me into the vlog for those of you that may not know him.
I don't think anybody knows me, but when we start, I was the guy who owned the orange Supra from Fast and Furious, and then the silver Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious, and the blue Maxima, and I was lucky enough to be selected as a technical advisor to work on the first two films, and so I kind of been in it one way or another, on and off for almost 20 years now.
Yes.
So now it's gotten to be more than a hobby, it's kind of my thing. But
the Fast and Furious guy, no. And you also did a little bit of filming in the movie as well, right?
I was in it for 10 seconds. I like to call myself Pudgy White Flagger guy, which that was like my 10 seconds of fame, and a Love Connection episode we won't talk about.
That is still so cool, but Craig does a little series where he goes and kind of talks about the different Fast and Furious cars and reviews them and stuff, and correct, basically how it goes?
All things Fast and Furious and automotive content as well. So
that is awesome. Also, Craig does have a YouTube channel, which I will link for you guys down below in case you want to know any of the facts that you will literally not hear anywhere else. Craig is your guy, so I'm gonna leave that link down below. But today, I know a lot of you watching the videos have tons of questions on Tokyo Drift Evo, which we are currently reviving right now, and I don't think there's anybody else better for me to sit down and discuss it with than Craig. So Craig's gonna be doing an entire video on his channel about this. Today, I think I'm gonna ask just Craig a couple of questions about the car and kind of clear some stuff up. But if you guys want a full in-depth look at this, he's gonna have a video on his channel. I'm so excited for this. Okay, Craig, I have a couple of questions for you. Now, I know we're gonna dive deep into it with your video, but
I have questions for you too.
Even better. I know a lot of these guys are gonna be like, what is the difference between this car and say one of the movie cars? And basically like the biggest question that I get is like, why this Evo, how this Evo, and why is this Evo left-hand drive? Instead of it coming from me for the millionth time, I'm gonna have Craig here and explain a little bit more in depth as well.
Okay, try and be brief. Basically, the first two movies were kind of unique in the way movies made with picture cars.
Right.
Typically, Universal or any studio who's making a movie will go out and rent a car from a company that provides picture cars like Cinema Vehicle Services, or they'll just build them on their own, or pay someone to build them and then they rent them and then they give them back.
Right.
But what started happening with Tokyo Drift in the Fast and Furious franchise specifically is that they were building their own cars or having other people build other cars rather than renting them from people who actually owned nice cars and then just building clones of those cars. Like the first movie, the Supra, the Eclipse, all those main cars were owned by people like you and I. And then they rented those cars and they built stunt replicas. So they had 3 or 4 cars backup, sometimes 5 or 6 backup. But in Tokyo Drift, they built a bunch of cars, brought them over to the United States, and they'd use that. What they were doing basically is copying other tuner cars from around the world. The Veilside 350Z, the Drift King car, that was a car that was built by Veilside. They said, we love it, we want to do that, we're going to put one of those in our movie. They saw this car, they say, we love it, we want to use it. Mitsubishi already had a relationship with Universal from Too Fast, Too Furious, so that carried over. So they got some Evos from Mitsubishi, and then they basically said, well, we need a design. And they said, well, that looks good, let's just do that. Okay, and the great thing about that is, people don't realize that movie cars are pieces of shit. They're terrible cars.
Right.
If you, generally speaking, if you take a movie car like if this car was the hero car, that's the car the actors will pull up and come to a stop. It's the pretty car, the camera's on and they're jumping in and out of it, or they're talking in the car, that kind of stuff. That car doesn't get abused. But generally speaking, movie cars get thrashed. Right. When you see them afterwards, those pictures I just showed you a few minutes ago, you see what they look like afterwards. They are ridden hard and put away wet. Right. So this car was the prototype, so it served as a model for all the other cars.
That's so it's like perfectly preserved in that aspect.
It's like, imagine if you bought an actual movie car that had been used and abused, but then cleaned up and then you bought it. It would be nowhere near as nice as this car is. I mean, sure, this car's been sitting for a while, but I'm telling you, it's better than all the other cars that were used in the movie. You would not want one of those.
So another question that I get is, okay, well, where are the rest of the cars?
They are crushed.
They're gone. So if I'm correct in saying this, the deal with Mitsubishi was that at the end of the movie, these cars had to be crushed. And I believe that's because of like the VINs were scratched off or something along those lines.
So even if the VINs would not, now I didn't see them after the movie, so I can't say for sure. if there were no VINs on the cars and they were pre-production cars and they couldn't have been sold anyway, not in the United States because they have to be federalized, right? The cars have to meet all these certifications and all that other stuff, and pre-production cars don't do any of that. The other thing is, if you're Mitsubishi or Universal Pictures, you're not going to sell stunt cars to the public. You know why? Because God forbid somebody's driving down the road and the front cross member falls out of the car. Right? And then some savvy attorney is going to say, well, where'd you get the car? I got it from Universal. Was it used in a movie? Yeah. Was it used in stunts? Yeah. Bingo.
Oh, God.
They're coming after everybody who ever touched the car. The picture car people, they're coming after Universal, they're coming after Mitsubishi, all that kind of stuff, and it just don't do it. So then the next logical question is, how are people buying actual movie cars? This is how it happens. Typically happens as auctions happen, they sell off movie cars. Universal will sell it through the picture car people. Or they will just put it up for auction under some kind of proxy, and the cars get sold. And usually they want to deal with preferred buyers like automotive museums, right? Like Volo, those kind of people. They will buy the cars, and the museums will have them for 10, 15, 20 years, and then they sell them off.
Wow.
And that's how they wind up in the hands of private buyers. So this is why you never see a big sale on eBay saying, this week only, Fast and Furious stunt cars now for sale. Put in your bid now. You'll never see that.
Very, very exclusive. So I think that's what makes this car so special, is because there's no other existing one, and really without this car behind us right here, there's no Tokyo Drift Evo. I mean, without Universal seeing this car, it's gone. So I mean, I think that's like the basic gist of it. I know we're gonna go more in depth with Craig, but for my end of the little like bit here, do you have any like cool facts or anything like that about maybe Tokyo Drift or what you did in Fast and Furious, anything like that that the viewers would want to know?
Well, originally, when we were building the cars for the first movie, we didn't have any money, so we had to tint the windows really dark so that you couldn't see that we were missing a lot of the equipment in the cars. In fact, the nice gauges that you have inside of your car, that wasn't the way it was in Fast 1. What we did is we took the gauges, put them on a Xerox machine, Xeroxed it, then we cut it out. I know this because my wife at the time was doing the cutting, and they would glue those paper into A-pillar pods that they had vacuum formed right there in the shop, right?
My whole childhood right now. Craig has been spitting some crazy ass facts all day that I cannot believe. Can I tell him about the engine one?
Yeah, it's a Dodge Charger. Tell that story.
Oh my God, this is one of the craziest things. So apparently, Craig was telling me that the Dodge Chargers apparently had the 900 horsepower engines. That is false. They actually rented the engine. So when Vin is actually walking around the Charger talking about, this is my dad's car, it bent the frame and all that stuff, that engine was actually put in there as a rented crate engine and then taken out after the scene.
It never ran with that motor.
What?
Never ran with that engine.
That is so crazy. And like all of these different facts just blow my mind. But I mean, I guess that's what you do when you make a movie, you know?
It's like movie magic, man. A lot of people can't tell the difference between one of the stunt cars or one of the hero cars. I remember my Supra being parked in a line of other Supras, and I walked up and I was like, I'm 10 feet away. I couldn't tell which car was my car and the other car. And there was only two clues. The brake calipers and that the vents on my car were clear. You could see through them. It was just a chicken wire with no backing, so I could see the chrome stuff under the hood. But other than that, I would not have been able to tell the difference. That's how good the movie cars were. Wow. I mean, from 10 feet away, you could not tell the hero car from a stunt car until they were used.
Right, and then you go in and you kind of see that everything is really fake or incorrect. I mean, that is just so cool. So I know Craig wants to do a little filming with the car. So like I keep saying, be sure to check out Craig's channel. He's a full in-depth look at this car, and I mean all the rest of the cars too. You have so many cool facts, and it's really cool to get to learn from a guy like this that's like so in the Fast and Furious franchise, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright, we just got done filming with Craig. That was absolutely amazing. And just to get to talk to somebody like that, honestly so cool. So we wanted to get him a little present for coming out. And of course, we had to hook him up with an Evo shirt. Craig, this is for you, man.
You know I love t-shirts, man.
Now that we're done filming in the shop, we're actually gonna take the Evo out and they're gonna get some really cool rolling shots of the car. Just getting all the aspects of it. It's so sick. such an insane experience having Craig Lieberman here filming the Evo and the entire story and everything. I still literally cannot believe that we're building this car. Okay, let's have some fun. Alright guys, it has been a couple of hours since the last clip. By the background, you guys know already where we are. We are here at Top Rank Importers, and for the rest of today, we're gonna hang out here with the guys over at Top Rank because they have some pretty freaking sick stuff in the shop that I want to show you guys, and it really takes me back to Japan because it came straight from Japan. It's gonna be sick. Let's go inside. Yasuka-san! What's up, brother? Of course, the first thing we see when we get to Top Rank is a freaking Hakko. As you guys know, when we hit 1 million, the Hakko's coming. But look how freaking beautiful and clean this is. And this one's actually a GTR as well. Very rarely you actually see the actual GTR version. So freaking beautiful. Completely restored. Extremely, extremely clean. One day, guys. Let's get to 1 million. Let's do it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You guys want to see Hakko? Let's get to 1 million. Do it! Tell them! Do it! The real reason we came to Top Rank is to see my BFF, Brian.
Hey, buddy.
That's number one reason. Number two reason, Brian, you guys have a super special car here.
Yeah, it's real.
It's very also like very cool for me to see because wasn't it in like 2019 we were here?
So we've seen this car 3 times now.
Okay.
We saw it once in 2019.
Yes.
At their shop.
Yes.
We saw it in 2020 at Auto Salon.
And now
It's here.
It's here. Check out what Top Rank has in the garage right now. Unfortunately, it's already sold. I'm a little bit sad about that. But Top Rank actually has the OG original, like this is it, the top secret R32 GTR, fully built by the myth and the legend, Smokey Nagata. That is insane. Also, before we even start, I want to show you guys just how cool this is. Smokey actually signed this car. Oh, let's see it. He signed the engine bay too?
Here.
Oh my gosh.
And the back of the original seat. So we've changed the seats out. The person who bought the car wanted something a little bit more comfortable. So
Right.
we found these gold Recaros.
That actually matches really nicely.
Right. So it doesn't take anything away from the car, but
Yes.
Bit more.
Brian, can you give me and the viewers here an entire walkthrough of this car? Because this is, as you guys know, I love Japan. Top Secret is one of my favorite and like companies that I look up to the most in the JDM scene. And when we actually visited Top Secret, it was one of the coolest experiences ever. So do you want to give us a little walk around?
So the car is Top Secret Gold. They only paint the most special cars gold. There's been one other gold Top Secret car, but it was only Top Secret R32, but it was only a parts demo car. So nothing
Wow.
done to the car, just to highlight some of their early aero parts. This one is fully built, the only all gold R32 Top Secret GTR built by Top Secret to actually perform ever.
That's
So-
crazy.
Starting from the front, it has complete Top Secret aero. So the Top Secret bumper, carbon fiber Top Secret hood, and the Top Secret rear diffuser.
All of which I really want, but
We've got Brembo N1 brakes in the front, Autech brakes in the rear.
dang, so 2 separate kits for front and rear. Wow, that's
With
like
massive rotors
very cool.
and the Top Secret OZ wheels. So you can see here, these are built in collaboration with Top Secret.
oh no way, it's a collab wheel. Wow.
So inside the car, we have a cage which is really nicely done. The Top Secret floor mats like you've seen in Dustin's R32. The Top Secret shift knob. And the top secret steering wheel, which is brand new in their catalog. So it's an OEM steering wheel. Rewrapped,
yeah, it's
stitched,
very
and
nice.
braided.
I see the Nismo cluster, the white old logo Nismo cluster.
Nismo cluster. Let's dig into some little details here.
Yes, I would love details.
Check out this. So there's a bunch of top secret goodies in here. In
Oh,
here
nice.
is
I don't have this.
the actual plaque from Tokyo Auto Salon framed for the owner.
sick.
So won't unwrap that. You've got a bunch of extra top secret decals here.
The poster that's in the shop currently right now, that's really cool. I didn't even think about that. This car is hanging up in the shop right now.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
Top secret rear map. But if you can, look back in here.
Oh,
The
dude.
cage is actually welded into the back to also double as a rear brake.
And look at the paint back here as
The entire
well.
car is fully restored, like rotisserie painted, fully restored, gold, and then metallic gold on the exterior.
Wow. Can we see the engine bay?
100%.
That's what I'm in here for, the engine bay. This is gonna be amazing.
So we got the top secret hood. Of course, we got the top secret
Hood pins.
hood pins inside.
Oh my god.
RB28. So it is the HKS 2.8 kit. Has a bunch of Tomei goodies in it. We've got a Greddy T78.
Dude. Big boy.
You want to hear something funny?
Yes.
Okay, so Greddy is Greddy here, but in Japan, they're Trust. So performance by Trust.
right.
Smokey Nagata used to work at Trust.
No
back in the
way.
day. He started creating his dream of building his own shop, his own garage called something. Didn't know what he was going to call it. But he was at Trust. He knew he was going to leave and start his own shop. Couldn't tell anybody. It was top secret. Couldn't tell anybody.
Mind blown.
When he left Trust, he opened his own shop when he was finally ready and called it Top Secret because while he was at Trust, he couldn't tell anybody he was going to do it. Top Secret was born.
Oh my god, that is such a cool story, dude. Wow.
You know,
Boom,
whatever.
even better. If you guys want to know the full mod
Description,
list of the top secret R32, it'll be in the description.
Exactly.
But yeah, this is the overview of the top secret R32.
Yeah.
So
HKS,
crazy.
Greddy, Tomei, they use it.
Absolute gold is what it means. So Brian's currently building his R32 right now, and he got some sick seats. I gotta show you, this is like such a Japanese thing, dude.
You just pump this, and then like, you know, you can adjust your stiffness, whatever, and if you just want to take a little out, you just hit the button and the air lets out.
That is the greatest thing
sick
I've
is that?
ever seen, dude.
OG Recaros.
Oh my god. Oh, now he's giving me the brake rundown, dude. Wow.
So these are Greddy 6-pot brakes.
Nice.
Endless.
Oh, dude, there's some beefy pads.
And got some rotors.
Bro.
Greddy etch in there and
Oh my god.
2-piece 355 rotor.
And this is for the Supra, right?
Yeah, so fronts are right here, and then I've got rears, the rotors, and then
Yeah.
the 4-piston brakes.
So Brian's currently, like I said, building his R32, but he also has a super sick Supra. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
Brian San Supra.
Yes.
With very special wheels. You want to tell him about the wheels real
Yeah,
fast?
so these wheels, so the theme of the car is Greddy, obviously the brakes and everything, and everything on the car is Greddy that they make. So we're doing like a whole catalog kind of car with Greddy. These wheels are Stern 3-piece wheels, but what's unique about them is they were on the Gracer Supra. So the Gracer Supra was a silver Greddy demo car that had a Gracer front lip, which is on the way from Trust Japan, and a Gracer rear wing, which is being custom remolded 101 so we can finish the Gracer car. But the whole idea is to put everything Greddy on the car and make it like the Gracer car, because when I was younger, that was the first Supra I saw, was the Greddy Gracer silver demo car. Remember the ad? It was like black with a silver Supra on it and like laser green writing and stuff. It was super cool. So when I got a silver Supra, I knew I wanted to recreate that car. And Greddy is like right up the 405, and they've been so cool to work with.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah.
So
this is
we're
just,
doing it up.
I know, this is so cool to see. And even when we bought, the year before I bought my 34, me and Brian were in Japan, and he was telling me his whole plan about his Supras. And this is actually Brian's second Supra. He bought a Supra in Japan, brought it back here, restored it, and now he's building this one as well. It's just so freaking cool to see. And then we have Yasuka-san's amazing Nismo, or it's not a Nismo GTR, but it has an Nismo N1 block, and it's so great.
S1 engine in there.
S1. Wow.
Engine,
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And about every Nismo piece you can find.
It's really bad
like,
for me to come here. You know that.
Yasuka's been collecting all. He got the Nismo old logo steering wheel, Nismo cup holders, the Nismo LM GT4 500, GT500 wheels. I mean everything. And
it's just so cool. Sean's race car.
Yeah. Nismo's around here somewhere.
It's great. All right, I gotta ask about the Hakko.
Yeah, this is Takeshi's car.
No way.
Yeah, it's his.
I did not know that. Taka, the amount of times that I have been here that I have not known you own a Hakko, I'm upset. I'm upset. No one tells me. No one tells me.
You know, you supposed to know that at the first time.
Taka, this thing is amazing. And you've owned it for 15 years, he said? Wow.
16 years? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, Taka, this thing is amazing. So I showed you guys this a little bit earlier, but I had to come back. Like, this is, wow. 1 million subs, man. 1 million subs.
Used to be nobody asked, but now is a real GTR. And I say that, yeah, real Hakko.
This is so awesome, Taka. Wow. Absolute goals. Look who we found at Top Rank as well.
Oh, hi.
Nat.
It's me.
Now that you're officially in California and getting settled in, what do you think?
I'm super excited. I feel like there's gonna be a lot more car events and car shows here to go to.
There better be, yes. And so now that Natalie is here, we can get her sprinkled into the JDM scene
the
now.
little JDM scene that I'm getting a taste of right now.
Everybody that watches my videos knows that when I come here, I get in trouble. So I think it might be the same for you next time.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I want to come back and test drive, so that just says a lot right there.
Ooh, yes. Stay tuned.
No.
What makes me so happy every time I come here is to see this picture in here.
Every time I see you, I want to go back to Japan.
I know. Yasuka's my Japan dad, okay? So great, man. All right, time to head out and we're gonna go eat some ramen, Yasuka.
Oh yeah?
Today we are riding with Phil in his WRX. I know you guys have seen Phil in the videos a lot lately, but he's never been like formally introduced here. So figured also he has a Naruto Tasha WRX, which is super cool. This is Phil, everybody.
What's going on, man?
We have been craving ramen for such a long time, and OC has the best ramen, at least in California. Not as good as Japan, not as good as Japanese ramen, but this is as close as I'm gonna get for a while. So let's head out. And we're gonna meet Alex. Alex is my card pick, so. You guys haven't seen Alex in a while, but he's still alive.
What's up?
Hey, but we're back for episode 2 of Alex and Dut at the ramen shop. Oh my god, it's time. Okay guys, we got the HB tonkatsu, right?
Yep.
And if you guys have never had crispy rice with spicy tuna, the best. All right, we're gonna go in for a taste test here, Phil. You're joking me. Can anybody else take me home?
I'll take you home.
It's so cool. You ready for this? I'm just gonna go for the whole thing. Good?
Is it still crispy?
Oh yeah. Here we go. We'll go for broth first, okay?
Yeah?
Amazing.
Looks so good.
Amazing. Alright guys, we have made it back. Home ramen was amazing. Top Rank was amazing. Having Craig Lieberman at the shop was amazing. Sparko is amazing. What's up, buddy? But overall, really fun and awesome day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're gonna be doing more stuff like this, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this kind of like style of video. It's a lot different from us working in the shop and stuff, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Remember, 1 million subscribers, we're getting to Hakko, so make sure to smash that subscribe button and the like button, because it really does help me out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.